So first we will create new account. Okay, FAIZ. Username and then password. Choose type of account. Register. Okay, then we log in. So this is all the recent posts. As you can see, what I made just now. Reply. Okay, then submit. As there, the new post. Go to rules. Then contact. You can contact a few type of contact: bug, report issue, and suggestion. Log out. Okay, we have another account. Login. So as you can see, this is from the other account just now I made. The updated on then the all topic and forum. So you can create a new post. Create. Okay, so there you have it. You can also edit and delete. So we'll try to edit. Done. Then log out.
Assalamualaikum, my name is ARIQ FAJAR bin JAMALI. So I'm going to explain about the coding. So here, what's happening here. Started, we have the register form. So we are going to get the email, the username, and also the password. It is going to be in the form. Then here we have the PHP. First and foremost, we are going the form will be using method post. So here we are going to use the post. We are making sure that we have the username and also the email. So first, we are going to receive the user's input, which is going to be the email, username, password, and see if the user take either doctor or just a regular user. Secondly, we're gonna check if the user's email is already used. So we are going to go through the database. We are looking for the user table and see if the email and the username is used or is already been used or not. If it is already been used, then we are going to tell or alert the user that the email or the username is already been used. Else, we are going to first query all the input back into the table, into the user table, and then if it is successful, then we are going to tell the user that it has been registered successfully, and we go back to the index, which is going to be the login. If it does not, then we are going to alert the user that there may be some error occurred during the registration, and we are going to go back to the register form. Then here we have the chatbox.html, which is going to be used in the register form, which is going to be here, which is to see either they are the doctor or just a normal user. So here we have the index.php. Index.php actually the login form. So here we have the login form. We are going to use the we are going to receive the username and the password, and the method will be post. So here we are going to check if the user already entered the username. So we are going to get the username and password by from the post form, and we are going to create the query statement, and we are going to query. We are going to see whether the user is already existed in the database or not. If the user input is already in the database, then we are going to first create the session. So there is the command, and then we are going to get the user ID, username, and also user type. We are going to use these three to be put into the sessions and we are going to go to be using the session to make all the processes that is going to be on forum, mainly on the forum. And so here this one is to check if the result here the user type is true, which meaning that the user is a doctor. Then we are going to set the session user type to true, else then false. This is to put the username and also the user ID. Then we are going to go to the home page. If the user is not in the database, then we are just going to redirect back to the index.php and also alert the user that the username does not exist. Then here we have the navigator.html, which is going to be used in home page and also the other page after we already logged it in the index.php. So this is the list item or the navigation, which is going to be redirect the user to the homepage, rules, forum, contact, or logout. So in the homepage, there is going to be a row of posts, which is going to be from the doctor. So first we are going to receive the topic ID, and we are going to look over the post table, and we are going the query itself is going to be searching for posts from the doctors. So for every post by the doctor, we are just going to limit the reply of the post to 2, which is going to be here. Yes, here. So it is limited to 2. So here we have the table, and we are putting it in the div. So first we output the doctor post, and then we output the reply for the post. So that's mainly homepage.php. Here we have a simple let's just say the simple HTML page where we are just going to list out all the rules that is being used in our project, which is the online COVID-19 forum system or online forum advisory system. So here we have the forum.php, which is going to be this is mainly all about the PHP, because first we are going to look for every post. No, this is going to be the topic. Sorry about that. Okay. So in the forum.php, we are going to look for all the topic that has been created and inserted into the database, and then we are going to show it in the forum page. So it's pretty simple. So if the user is a doctor or admin, they can see the disabled post. The disabled post here, meaning that in the my PHP my admin, there are one column or where it can store if the topic, post or reply that is being disabled, because they might be user that already not following the rules, and so they are going to be disabled for some reason. So if they are admin or doctor, they can see the disabled post. If not, just output it as usual. But if it is just a regular user, then it is going to be available to be seen by all the user. Here it is going to output. This is going to see if the disabled is actually true. If it is disabled, then we are just going to output the other topic. So here is the new topic. First, we have the JavaScript coding here, which is going to validate in the input here. First, the validate function is going to see if the user has fulfilled the requirement. The requirement is just going to see if the topic title is already been inserted some values or maybe some characters, and if it is, then it is going to return true, else it is going to alert the user and then return false. So what happened here, if the user click the submit button, it is going to go on the return. It is going to see if it is validate or not. If it is, then we are going to the PHP, where here it's going to receive the input, which is the topic title here, and then insert the data into the table, and then if it is successful, then we are going to redirect the user back to the forum.php to output all the topic, because here we have to create the new topic. So here we go back to the forum and see the topic itself. Else, if it is not, then we are just going to tell the user and see what is the error. So here we have the content.php. The content.php is just going to return the feedback or anything which is regarding to be bug, report issues, or maybe suggestion from the user itself. So first, user is going to have to select either one of these and then put in what is the comment that they want to tell first. So here return validate here, where the same goes here, and then also the same as the new reply, making new things. Here we use the get method. So see if the user already commented on it, then it is going to insert the data back into the table. The table is going to be the contact. So the admin can see all the feedback, all the contact made by the user from the PHP my admin. They are going to see it. Here, if it is successful, then we redirect them back to the contact of PHP, else tell the user. Here we have the delete post. So delete post actually, first, if the user click on delete on the post, then first they are going to receive the no, the page is going to receive, let's see, yes, here, from the get method. So if the user is already pressed the delete, then they are going to go to delete post. And then here, if there are going to be two options, either to click yes or no. If yes, then we are going to delete the post. If not, they're just going to be redirected back to the topic. So if they want to delete it, first it's going to see if the user has the control over the delete post, because maybe there are some user that is going to try to delete the post from a user. So first we're gonna check here. If it is, then we are going to first delete all replies that is related to the post. So here we delete replies. So check for the replies that is is related to the post, and then just output it. First, we are going to tell the reply has been deleted successfully, and then here we are going to delete all the. We are going to delete the post. If it is successful, then we are going to tell that the post has been deleted successfully. If else, we are just going to alert the user and go back to the topic ID or topic post. Else, just going to tell that they failed to delete reply. Here we have the edit post. What happened is, first we are going to receive the topic ID and also the post ID and check. We are going to fetch the text from the database. So here edit post, we are going to go to the post table and then check for the text, and then we are going to put inside the text area, and they can edit the post. And then if they click submit, then we are just going to create that inside to we are just going to update the row of data. The same goes to reply. We are just going to output the text, and then we update it inside the table. So here we have the logout.php. What happened here was that if the user click logout, then we first need to say that the session start, and then destroy it, and then just direct them back to the index.php. Here we have the validate form. The validate form is used in both register form and also login form. So we are going to see if there is some invalidation. The user does not fulfill the requirement, then it's going to add up what need to be fulfilled by the user to ensure that they get to access the system. Okay, so main.js, this is just going to be used in the login and also register form too. It is just going to focus on which input that is not available. Here we use the style2.css, which is going to be mainly used in the system, not the register form and login form. This is the checkbox.css. It is used in register form. Here cut text.ts. Here we have cut text.css, which is going to cut some text from the post. We are just going to cut the post text from the topic ID, and this is the navigation style.css. We are putting the style on the navigation, and also the style.css, which is the main style for all of our system, including the register and also login form. So that's it for the coding. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.